the most underrated supplement for muscle growth. Now, before I get into this video, there's a quick disclaimer. I need to say that supplements don't just magically get you jacked. It's still all about your training, recovery, and diet. These are the main drivers for your physique. If you want to get insane results and become a Mr. Olympia, you probably will have to take steroids, and there are many side effects that come with them. Still, some supplements work better than others, and that's why I'm making this video. Because so many people are spending money on loads of supplements that don't have any benefits at all. And there's one supplement that most people have never even considered taking, even though I personally take it every day, and it has helped me a lot with improving my recovery, getting better gains, and overall is a great addition to my diet. Now let's get into it. First, in this video I will talk about, of course, what supplement it is, then why it is so underrated, then the biggest benefits, but also the side effects of it. I want to be completely transparent in this video. I don't want to sell you anything. I'm not in collaboration with any brand which is selling this supplement. Therefore, I will give you my honest review on this supplement. Then also how to actually supplement it for the best results possible, and to finish off a secret tip. So overall a very valuable video which will save you a lot of money and actually tell you what supplement is worth taking. Now let's start with it. The secret weapon, aka the supplement, is magnesium. Now magnesium is a key mineral. Many people have never even considered about taking it. The thing is, yes, we do have magnesium in certain foods, and most people do get some magnesium into their system, and this is essential. Without magnesium, we wouldn't be able to live properly. But still, the problem is many people are deficient in it. This is a huge problem, especially people who are lifting, who are very active, do a lot of sports. Those guys need even more magnesium because we sweat it out when we are working out or when we just are active. Therefore, in addition to overall just a population of being deficient in magnesium, the guys who are then also very active and do want some more muscle mass then even have a bigger deficiency. Therefore, it's even more important for us to take this mineral. Then also it's involved in multiple processes in our body. I will talk about them later in this video. You will see the effect it has on muscle growth, recovery, sleep, many different things which are overall very important for having a healthy life and a functioning body, but still also for better gains, for which you probably clicked on this video and are here for. Now let's right away start with the first benefit, the performance boosting benefits. Main reason or main way how magnesium increases our performance is that it actually is essential for the activation of ATP. Now ATP is the primary energy source for our body. It's actually the energy that comes out of food. So magnesium literally helps you to get energy out of food. And I mean, we are eating food to get energy. To some part also because of the taste. Of course, I also love eating delicious food. But at the end of the day, if you break it down, we are eating to get energy. This is why people who are running marathons, they're eating 5,000-6,000 calories a day because they need the energy, aka the ATP. Therefore, magnesium is very, very important because it helps us to convert the food into energy. Then also it moves blood sugar into your muscles. This actually means it stores glucose in your muscles. Now, for some guys who already know about glucose and its role for muscle growth and overall performance in the gym, know how important it is to have full glycogen stores if you're going to the gym. This is also why some bodybuilders are carb loading, because they want to have full looking muscles and have the best performance in the gym before they go onto stage and look their very best. And magnesium helps us to actually move this blood sugar into our muscles. And of course, this leads to an improved performance in the gym. Then also it minimizes the risk of an energy crash. For some guys who have been lifting since a while, they probably already have experienced an energy crash in a workout. Let's say you've been lifting for 30 minutes, you did some bench pressing, maybe some tricep extensions, and now shoulders are next up, but you just have a full energy crash. You don't have any energy left to perform at all on shoulder presses. This is something which, yes, some people experience on a regular basis, mainly because their glycogen or the glucose in their muscles is empty and they have too little energy. Therefore, magnesium actually is very beneficial in that case if you supplement it, because it helps you to store more glucose in your muscles, and this minimizes the risk of a crash like this. And overall, I mean, gym performance is very important. This is what gives our body the signal for muscle growth. Also, it improves insulin sensitivity, which then leads to our muscles being able to take up more glucose. So again, this minimizes the risk of a crash and overall improves our performance. You will have amazing pumps and all of that good stuff. This is benefit number 1. Now, benefit number 2 is about muscle growth. For this, it firstly supports protein synthesis. This is the repair and growth process in our body. You probably have heard bodybuilders saying they're eating 6 meals a day to optimize protein synthesis. Now, this is actually something which really can help them to build more muscle. It's debatable if you need 6 meals to optimize it. I personally have made the experience and saw in literature that 4 meals is enough, but still having regular meals is beneficial if you want to improve the repair and growth of your muscles. And magnesium supports this process. Therefore, again, another reason why we should be taking this supplement. Then next up, it reduces muscle fatigue and improves recovery. As you have heard at the beginning of this video, at the end of the day, it's all about our training, recovery and diet if you want to have the best looking physique. And the magnesium can help you for the recovery part. It firstly helps you recover your muscles. It helps you to relax them and then recover them. Especially natural lifters need to focus on their recovery. People who are enhanced and are taking performance enhancing drugs, their recovery is optimized already, but they're taking on a huge risk because they're injecting hormones into their body. We can also get some of these benefits, of course nowhere near as steroids effects, but some of it by taking magnesium, because we will recover better. Then also the better insulin sensitivity leads to better workouts, as we saw on the last file, and this leads to more growth. I mean, if you have better performance in the gym, you can give your body a better signal to build muscle for more muscle growth, and this leads to a better physique. And overall, to finish off, very, very important, testosterone production. It supports the production of this hormone. And some of you guys already might have heard that testosterone is down since a while. Most young males have very low testosterone, and this is a huge problem. Not only for them looking their very best and their most jacked, also for them feeling their very best, because low testosterone is actually in correlation with increased anxiety, depression, and all of that stuff that we don't want. And magnesium is an essential mineral which is required for testosterone production, and overall also supports the production of it. Therefore, if you're thinking about a testosterone boosting supplement, I wouldn't say magnesium really boosts it, but it helps you to get back up to normal levels if you have low testosterone. And it's definitely something which won't hurt you at all. And then, benefit number 3, recovery. I already mentioned it briefly. Now I will dive deeper into it. Firstly, it supports our nervous system, and this is huge. Anyone who is talking about overtraining actually isn't really talking about the overtraining of our muscles. It's actually the under-recovery of our nervous system. Because whenever we are at the gym and are performing a set or rep, our nervous system has to give our muscles the signal to perform this exercise and this movement. And this is very fatiguing. Oftentimes, you are overtrained because your nervous system isn't recovered yet. Not because your muscles are still sore, because your muscles actually recover quicker and faster than your nervous system. This is why we should actually focus more on the recovery of our nervous system if we want to make better gains in the long term. That's why magnesium is so helpful. Then it also regulates melatonin production. This is the sleep hormone. Now, many of you know how important sleep is for overall health, but also for muscle growth, testosterone production, and well-being, all that stuff. Many people actually supplement melatonin, but again, I personally don't think it's worth taking hormones because this has many side effects. It's way better taking a mineral like, for example, magnesium, which then indirectly helps you to increase the hormone that you want more of. And magnesium does this for melatonin. Melatonin helps you to fall asleep better, stay asleep, and overall improve your sleep quality. That's why magnesium often is also taken as a sleep supplement. Then it lowers cortisol, the stress hormone. Now again, in correlation to testosterone, if cortisol goes up, testosterone goes down. This is the fight or flight hormone. So if you're stressed, cortisol goes up, and then our body isn't really recovering, and as I said, testosterone is going down. So all of the bad things that we don't want if you want to feel good, be healthy, and build muscle. And magnesium helps you to lower cortisol. So another way how it helps us to recover better, also sleep better. I mean, if you're stressed, you can't really fall asleep. But then also, because it lowers cortisol, it again indirectly might help you to increase your testosterone. Great, then also it helps you to maintain electrolyte balance. This is a huge benefit that I noticed because I personally used to get cramps a lot, especially after leg day, after doing calf races. I get like brutal cramps in my toes. But since I've started supplementing magnesium, they went away. This is because they maintain an electrolyte balance. And also most electrolyte drinks have some magnesium in there because of exactly this benefit. So if you get cramps on a regular basis, you might be deficient in magnesium and would benefit a lot from supplementing it. Then next up, it relaxes our blood vessels, which leads to an improved nutrient delivery. Now again, talking about recovery, our body needs the nutrients everywhere, in our muscles, in our organs, etc. And magnesium helps us to actually relax and open up our blood vessels, which then helps our body to deliver these nutrients all over our body. And this again also helps us to build more muscle, because when our muscles need to be repaired, they need nutrients and they need to be delivered, and magnesium makes this way easier. And to finish off, it also has anti-inflammatory properties, and this is something nobody would ever say no to. Anti-inflammatory things are always good. Great. Now, next up, the side effects. I also want to touch on them, even though there aren't many, and the ones that exist are not really anything that we should worry about too much. But still, let's cover them really quick. Firstly, you might get digestive issues if you overdose it. And I mean, as long as you just don't overdose it, you don't have to be afraid of the side effects. And I'll give you specific numbers on how much magnesium you should be taking, so you don't have to worry about this at all. Secondly, it might interfere with the absorption of medications. Now, for the ones who are watching this video and are taking medications, you probably already know that you have to be a bit more cautious when you're taking medications for anything. I mean, you can't really drink alcohol or eat certain things. So if you're unsure if you can take magnesium, just consult your doctor or check it out on the internet. Then some can experience allergic reactions. I have to say, I don't think that many people have this. Still, I needed to mention it. But for the ones who potentially might have an allergic reaction to it, they probably would already get an allergic reaction to foods which are high in magnesium, that I will also talk about in this video, I think on the next file. So if you know if you are allergic to these foods, then maybe consider consulting a doctor if you can take magnesium. Otherwise, there's nothing really to worry about. Then it has a metallic taste and might give you a dry mouth. Well, I don't really think these are side effects. This is just something that comes with supplementing magnesium, and I think it's totally worth. I mean, I'm not taking supplements for its taste. I'm taking them for the benefits of it. Overall, I don't think these are bad side effects at all. Now, how to supplement it? Firstly, I need to say the recommended dose is 200 to 400 milligrams a day. Now, the 200 milligrams is more for the females and the 400 milligrams is more for the males. This is of course highly individual. Some males are also a bit slimmer and smaller, then they also maybe take a bit less than 400. But I wouldn't go above 400 even though you're maybe a 100 kilogram bodybuilder. Then choose highly bioavailable forms. One which is very highly bioavailable is the magnesium glycinate. You will find loads of information on the internet about other forms of magnesium, but if you can, just go for this form. Then, if you want to maximize sleep, relaxation and recovery, then take magnesium 1 to 2 hours before bedtime. On the other hand, if you want to improve muscle recovery and maximize muscle growth, take it post-workout. The good thing is, for most people this goes hand in hand, because they maybe go for a workout after work, let's say at 5 p.m, then they're home at 8 p.m, then they take magnesium and at 10 p.m. they go to bed. Then this goes hand in hand perfectly. For the others who maybe work out in the morning, you can also split dosage to get the benefits. It isn't that important when you take it. It's way more important that you take enough of it and a highly bioavailable form. That's the most important thing. Then still, I don't think that you only need to supplement this. It's always better getting magnesium in its natural form, therefore by eating foods which are high in magnesium. That's why I now also will mention a few foods which are very high in magnesium. Firstly, nuts, especially almonds. 100 grams of almonds is already 250 milligrams of magnesium. Still, I need to mention that 100 grams of almonds is very calorie dense and very high in fats. So you have to be aware of this. If you're maybe cutting down and want to lose body fat, go for a different kind of food that's high in magnesium. Then leafy greens, that's something that I implement very often into my diet. It's very easy to combine it with some pasta, chicken, etc. And it also has a good amount of magnesium, so 175 milligrams per 200 grams of spinach. Of course, cooked spinach. I mean, the dry spinach would be so much volume, 200 grams would be like a huge plate. Maybe this is helpful when you're on a diet, because then you have a high volume, low calorie food, but still cooked is way more convenient. Then dark chocolate, you maybe have already heard about it. This is very nutrient dense. It's very important that you take one which has a high amount of cacao in there, so at least 70%. You can actually go even higher. There are, I think, even 100% cacao chocolates. And then a small piece, so about 28 grams, has 64 milligrams of magnesium, so a good amount. Then potatoes, very important with the skin. Without the skin, it probably has way less, because for most vegetables, most of the nutrients and minerals are actually in the skin. So make sure to eat them with the skin. Then the bananas, of course, don't eat them with the skin. I mean, the apes aren't eating it either, and I do think they know what they're doing. But still, it also has a good amount of magnesium, one large banana. And then to finish off, of course, I had to mention it. I'm from Switzerland. Cheese, especially Parmesan, has also a little bit of magnesium. I think it will add up if you eat a lot of cheese. So I eat at least like 100 grams every day. So I do get some magnesium in there from the cheese. Then also 2 meal examples that I eat on a regular basis that you could also maybe implement into your diet plan, which are relatively high in magnesium. I couldn't tell you the exact numbers, but I just used multiple foods which are high in magnesium for both of these meals. On the left side you will see a dessert that I have very often. It's Greek yogurt with some artificial sweetener to make it sweet tasting, then some raw cacao powder to get the magnesium from there, then also some fruits, on one side some apples and on the other side some bananas. All together a very chocolatey tasting dessert that I love eating and really finishes off the day pretty well. And I do eat this before going to bed, so I do think it also helps me to fall asleep better because it does have some magnesium in there. On the other hand, there's another meal that I have on a regular basis, which is spinach, potatoes, chicken and some cheese. Again, right away 3 foods which are high in magnesium. Altogether this will add up. If I have both of these meals, so the spinach and the dessert, I probably don't even have to supplement it because I get enough magnesium into my system by just eating those foods. But still, I have to say, I don't eat them every day. I wouldn't want to eat these meals every day. I want some variation. Therefore, I still almost every day supplement some magnesium because it's way more convenient. Great, and that's it. Now, comment about your experience with magnesium. Maybe you have already been supplementing it and just watched this video to learn about the benefits and the correct dosing and some additional information. Then please comment about your experience so that other people who are watching this video can learn from others how beneficial this mineral is. Otherwise, if you start taking it, please come back to this video and tell me about your experience. I would love to hear about how it has helped you to improve your physique. Then also, if you want a free workout or diet plan, you can access to the ones that I follow down in description. Then, thank you for watching this video till the end, and I will see you in the next one.